现在距离比赛开始还有最后2分钟，请观众朋友们抓紧时间就座。
We have 2 minutes to the start of this competition. We can feel the passion battle of the soldiers. Well, 1 minute to go. We have 1 minute for the official start of the game, and the Chinese team is fully prepared. With the announcement, the first army group of the Chinese team started. Now they are heading to the mixed minefield. The armor fighting vehicle has been parked steadily, and all the members rush to the shore. There were 4 mines covered underwater for the show, and the soldiers need to clear the mines underneath. Now they are working diligently to connect all of these mines for explosion. For the show, it has a 40-meter length, 8-meter width, and a 0.8-meter depth. You can see it's very difficult for the members to connect the mines, because there's a 20-centimeter mud inside of the water. It is not easy to walk through the show. For normal people, it's very difficult to walk inside of the water. Now they have already connected all the cables. Now they are marking the show. They're ready for the next action. Now we have just 2 minutes past the game. Alright, the engineering team has marked all the minefield. Now they will return to the vehicle. The next obstacle is to clear the mixed minefield. And for the mixed minefield, it has a length of 8 meters with 55 meters. And also there were many anti-tank and anti-infantry mines covered in the minefield. Now the last member has entered into the vehicle. The vehicle started again to pass through this wide field. Now they're arriving at the edge of the minefield. Very nice parking, and all the members get out of the vehicle. The anchorman has already arrived at the designated area. So the 2 mines has been successfully cleared. And the other 2 members started the work to detect the remaining mines. So the question is that we have 4 members in total. Why we start to work for the mine clearance by 2 people? For the mine detector, it will detect the metals. And the material that made the mine detector is also a metal. So we don't want the mine detector to be close to each other, otherwise it will affect the efficiency. In the real-time combat, we try to avoid the explosion of the mine and protect the safety of the personnel. Now we have successfully detected 1 mine. Now we can see the other 2 members are following the first 2 members to start the mine detecting. And you can see the detector is above the ground. All of these mines are active. We want to avoid the explosion of the mines. That's why we have to ensure at least 5 centimeter distance between the detector and the ground. According to the rules, if the detector is touching the ground, they will be penalized for 15 seconds. However, in the real-time battlefield, it is not just about the penalty. Their actions may easily cause an explosion of the mine. Now we can see our soldiers are detecting the mines. But I think they're not moving very fast. What's the reason behind it? Well, the reason is that it takes some time for the detector to sense the mine. If you are moving too fast, probably you're not able to detect 1 or 2 the mines. So we have to detect it carefully and wait for the reaction for the detector. Alright, we have successfully found the 6th mine, and the 7th and the 8th mine. Now they are trying to cause the explosion of the mines. Very excellent performance of Group 1 of Chinese team. There's no time penalty for the team. We see the sound of explosion. We have successfully cleared the road. Now they're marking the way. Now we have just passed 7 minutes of the game. We also get some figures from Chinese team. So during their training, the average time is about 9 minutes, but today they have achieved 7 minutes. It's very fast. So they actually outperform today. All of these members, they are actually wearing a explosion-proof uniform, which has the weight of 20 kilograms, but still they are moving very fast. Now the armored vehicle started again. And later on, the vehicle will pass the minefield and the right-angle restricted area, the soil ridge. This will test the driving skill of the driver. Each time when they pass the restricted road, they have to clearly mark their direction.
Very nice, nice turning, and right now we're coming to the next section. So we can see our vehicles driving in a very smooth way. All right, we can see the Chinese team is heading to the finish line. So Team 1 China finished the first session of the game. And Team 2, that's the Russian team. So we can see the Team 1 from China just finished their games and only spent 11 minutes. So that's very, very quick. And that's looking forward the Team Russia. So Team China will rest for about 20 minutes and then start the next session. So right now Team Russia will start their first game.
比赛倒数10分钟。
So countdown in 10 minutes.
To all the officials
and of the distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, dear viewers, good morning.
Distinguished leaders from participating countries, honorable guests, dear friends, good morning.
欢迎来到中国新疆库尔勒，这里是国际军事比赛2018安全路线竞赛现场。
Приветствуем горлу Xinjiang Китая. Здесь полигон конкурса «Безопасный маршрут армии 2018 года».
Welcome to Korla, Xinjiang Province, China. Here is a safe route of the International Army Games 2018.
担任安全路线竞赛项目裁判委员会裁判长的是黄陶毅少将。
Главный судья судейская комиссия конкурса «Безопасный маршрут» генерал-майор Huang Taoyi.
The Chief Judge of the Safe Route Judge Panel, Major General Huang Taoyi.
副裁判长是基改县大校。
Заместитель главного судьи, старший полковник Си Кайсен.
The Deputy Chief Judge of the Safe Route Judge Panel, Senior Colonel Ji Gai-xian.
参加本届安全路线竞赛的有中国、俄罗斯、乌兹别克斯坦3个国家，每个国家出1名裁判，他们是中国裁判敬宾中校，俄罗斯裁判维利亚索夫上校，乌兹别克斯坦裁判图赫塔耶夫中校。
Участвуют в этом конкурсе 3 страны, включая Китай, Россия и Узбекистан. Ибо один судья назначается от каждой страны-участницы. Они подполковник Цинбин из Китая, полковник Березов из России и подполковник Тухтаев из Узбекистана.
And 3 judges from the participating countries of China, Russia, and Uzbekistan. Lieutenant Colonel Jin Bin from China, Colonel Borisov from Russia, and Lieutenant Colonel Nasim Tuhadayev from Uzbekistan.
区暗藏，四面围击，看工兵分队如何排除万难，太平前进。路断弓身，浪横波凶，架桥班组发现何显神功，看桥跨冲天而落，彩虹凌空。 福利，平淡风，停火仗，反袭扰，一次现代陆军工程兵超越极限的大排队，一场舍我其谁为胜利打开公途的大比拼。国际军事比赛安全路线为您精彩呈现。
好的，观众朋友们。
All right, dear viewers, welcome back. We're coming to the second team, and there will be last 2 minutes to start the next round of the game, and we can see the team Russia already lining up at the starting line. Of one commander.
看雷手塔拉诺夫下士
and the mine detector.
看雷手斯米尔诺夫上士
And this is also the mine detector.
看雷手古利穆罕默托夫中士
And the third mine detector.
看雷手 丘伊科夫上士
And the fourth mine
驾驶
detector.
员马拉霍夫上士
And also one driver.
介绍完毕，让我们对他们的到来表示热烈的
So
欢迎。
let's welcome the squad of Team Russia.
现在所有作业手已进入装甲车。
All right, we can see the Team Russia is in position to make the last minute check and last minute preparation. For the safe route tank test, actually is one of the International Army Games that's initiated by Russia and started back to 2005. All these is to aim to test DA soldiers' capabilities, so that including the engineering corps. So we look at how they can detect mines and also have the bridging team to build up the bridge, and we also have the road clearance. All of these we want to test the army personnel's capabilities and their man side, how they can solve the problems. And the team Russia made very good results in the previous years. To all the viewers, you are watching the Safe Route contest. So this is the engineering corps contest. For now, we have 3 participating nations. And 4 teams will show their muscles, and the winners will win the award of the best engineering squad. And we'll count down in less than 1 minute. We'll count down in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! So we can see Team Russia right now is starting the game. So although it's a really short distance, only within the 100 meter, but you can see it's first need to escalate the speed and also to stop at the designated position. So here it approach the fort. We can see the 4 detectors in position to connect the path. So you can see they find the target and start to do work. We can see the depth of the water actually is really deep, so that also bring more challenges to them. For the situation offshore, actually also the real war battle simulation. So for the attack side, they always can counter this kind of DA problems that's set by the enemies. So you can see right now the 4 detectors getting back to the vehicle. Okay, we can see we have 4 bombs exploded. Very nice one. So Team Russia finished their first mission. So we can see they bring the pulse as the marker. So Team Russia is always famous of their fast speed. So you can see this detector right now is doing his job to mark the road. So we can tell from his body movement, it's not an easy way. The thing is like just around 40 meters long, but still it's a big consumption of the physical energies. So let's also test our soldiers need to have a very good physical capabilities. So you can see the vehicle started again and coming to the water obstacle. All right, nice.
下面参赛队即将对下一个
And
障碍
now
物
Team
如何抵挡
Russia heading to the next obstacle. That's the mining field.
作业手鱼贯而出，动作非常的迅速。首先清除骏马，
看俄罗斯代表队的头毛将如何进行。
Let's see their point,
在混
how
合
they
垒场，我们的作业
conduct
手首先需要
the
清除
job.
垒场前沿设置的两
So
枚
first, their job is need to clear
将采用投掷
the
扫雷
two
包的方式
explosion.
清除。
So they need to use the detectors to
好，
clean
可以看
the
到
road.
第一次尝试
So that's also can consider as the
成
anchor.
功。
So they failed their first attempt.
收锚，准备第二次投掷。
So they get back the anchor and throw it again.
好的，第二次投掷成功了。
All right. You can see successfully
半发雷
find
设置的半线仅为1米，与
The
俄
half
罗斯
bomb.
比赛的场地设置相比，缩短了1米，增加了赛事的难度。
So compared to the contact positions in Russia, so the one in China actually is 1 meter shorter. So that bring additional difficulties to the team. So we can see Team Russia right now is bring their detecting machines.
本次参赛，外国代表队均使用中方提供的探雷器。
So for all the participating nations, they will all
110型探雷
use
器是我军攻
the
击部队
Chinese-made
主要的探雷装备
detecting machines.
3.4
So
千
this
克
511 model is actually made in China and also used by the Chinese army teams.
探测防坦克地雷的深
So
度
this
为
is
50
the very flexible and the smart
地雷
ones.
的深度
It
为
can
15厘米
detect
地雷探测率
DA
达到
bombs that's
97%以上。
around 15 meters under the ground, and the successful rate is higher than 97%.
由于俄方第一次使用我们中方的装备参赛，因此在
And for the
实践度
Team
上
Russia, this is also the first time for them to
还
use
稍稍地比
the
中国参赛
Chinese
队要慢一些。
sponsored equipment. So we can see their speed maybe impacts a little bit.
可以看到啊，我们的作业手非常的小心谨慎
But。still, we can tell the Team Russia is doing their work in a very cautious way.
地底的地雷
We talk about
进行
mining
精准的探测
detectors.
定位
Actually, they can find
那我们可以看到我们作业
and
手
position
左手
bomb
拿的
position
是探雷
in a
针
very fast, efficient,
那探雷针
and
具体有什么
precise
作用呢
way.
赵磊，你能给我们大家解读一下吗？
探雷针在实战当中是对地雷精准定位的一个重要的器材。
And we also
因
can
为
see
探雷
on
器
the
只能探测到地雷的
left hand side, because we can see on the right hand side that's the big equipment, that's the mine detecting machine equipment, and on the left hand side, that will be the mine detecting nail,
必须距离地面小
so
于
that
45
it bring
这是因
more
为
precise
如果探雷针
position
角度过大
of the
很有可能
explosion.
触碰到地雷的
And
表
we
面
also need to
而且
make
大家知
sure
道
that
我
we
们的
will
雷
not
场的地
really
雷都是处于战斗状
touch
态，一不小心
the bomb
就有可
because
能被引
we
爆
still simulate the real battlefield.
因此
So we
需要
don't
探
want
雷
to
手
really
小心谨慎地
make
使
the
用
bomb
探雷针
explode. So we should really, really carefully use the bomb detecting nail.
混合雷场后面设置的8枚地雷，长度仅为35米，看似很近，但是作为
So there are around 8 explosions and only 35 meters
漏掉1枚地雷，
in size,
公路的开辟是不成功的。
but you cannot miss any of it.
如果没有发现
Otherwise, you fail the challenge.
是的
So
一
if
枚地雷将发
the
生
participant team missing one target, then they will get 60 seconds as the penalty.
只有将所有地雷全部探排除，才符
So
合安全路
we,
线的
but all the teams need to find all the bombs and also fulfill the rules of safe route contest, because we need to make sure all the routes are safe.
本次雷场地雷的设置是在赛前由3国共同设置。
The 3 participating nations set up the location for the mines all together before the game. So each one of the team are not familiar with the mining field. They have to depend on their skills to detect the mines. It is the first time that Russia team used the Chinese-made detector. They may not be familiar with the device and equipment, but let's cheer up for them. Alright, they are at the last stage of detecting the mines. Now they're trying to detonate the mines. Alright, all the operators are back to the vehicle. From the time, we can see they have used almost 10 minutes. Now we have heard the sound of the detonation. They have cleared the mines successfully. Now all the operators are trying to mark the road. And actually they are wearing the explosion-proof uniform, which has a weight of 20 kilograms. Even though today is quite cool, however, it is not an easy task for them to wear the uniform and act in such a rapid manner. The last member has returned to the vehicle. Dear audience, let's cheer up for them and give them a big applause. Now the fighting vehicle are passing the mining field. The next pass will test the driving skill of the driver. They have to drive through to restricted area and head to the finishing line. Now they are entering into the restricted site. So there is a limitation for the width of the vehicle. It is around 4.5 meters. Now they're making the turns. This will also test the ability of the driver to pass through the turns. Very nice turn. Now the armor fighting vehicle is entering into the racing route. It is driving in full speed. For the safe route contest, all equipment are provided by China. There's a limited time for each participating nation to get used to the tools and the equipment. It is not an easy task for them to operate these equipment and vehicles. Now we can see the fighting vehicle has reached to its full speed. Russian team has entered into this site on July the 19th, so within 2 weeks, they did achieve a remarkable result. The armor fighting vehicle is about to arrive at the soil ridge. It is a simulation of the ridge. It will test the obstacle crossing ability of the driver. Now the vehicle will pass the Trideway Bridge. Nice pass.
可以看到我们的驾驶员对速度和方向的把握是非常的精准。
You can see the driver is expertised in controlling the direction and the speed.
即将向终点发起冲击。
Now the vehicle is enter into last stage of the competition and is sprinting to the finishing line.
进入终点前要进入罚时等待区。如果说作业当中没有失误，则不会罚时，否则的话要在罚时等待区。
And the vehicle will head to the penalty area. If they make any mistakes during the competition, they will be penalized for time. If not, they can continue head to the finishing line.
感谢我们俄罗斯参赛队员的精彩表现。
第2组比赛结束，第3组。
Thank you for the excellent performance from the Russia team.
比赛倒数20分钟。
So Russian team's performance has concluded. Let's expect the third team, the Uzbekistan team. Let's look forward to Uzbekistan's performance.
赛倒数10分钟。
抄了半天没有。
区暗藏，四面围击，他 看工兵分队如何排除万难，太平前进出发。路转沟深，浪腾波汹，架桥搬速，大兴何显神通。看桥跨冲天而入，彩虹凌空。越福里，平弹坑，平火仗，反袭扰。一次现代陆军工程兵超越极限的大排队，一场舍我其谁，为胜利打开通途的大比拼。国际军事比赛安全路线为您精彩呈现。
观众朋友们，请抓紧时间就座。国际军事比赛安全路线。
Ladies and gentlemen, dear viewers, we'll very soon start the third game of our today's safe route contest. We have 5 minutes to start the game, and we can see Team Uzbekistan already lining up and ready for the games. And we have one commander. And the first mine detector is the sergeant. And the second mine detector. And the third mine detector, sergeant. And we have the fourth mine detector, land corporal. And we have one driver. It's also from the level of sergeant. Let's welcome Team Uzbekistan. All right, we will very soon start the game. Let's looking forward to the performance conducted by Team Uzbekistan. So watching the safe route contest, and this year is marked the 4th year of this contest, and Team Uzbekistan actually just joined us in this contest this year. Let's looking forward their wonderful performance today.
大家从屏幕上可以看到，现在我们的参赛队已在起点列队完毕。由于各条赛道
So from our live footage, you can see the Team Uzbekistan is ready and believe they will start the game in any second. So according to the venue, so compared to the previous 2 teams, Team Uzbekistan will make their starting line 100-meter behind. Countdown in 1 minute. All right, Team Uzbekistan, I believe, is ready. You can see the engine is on. Countdown in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
好，随着裁判长
Go
一下，我们乌兹别克斯坦队的装甲车如离弦之箭。
Right, we can see right now Team Uzbekistan is kicking off his game.
他们即将到达第一个障碍物浅滩。
So for the first obstacle is the ford.
漂亮，稳稳停于骏马前。
Nice parking.
好，作业手迅速下车，清除骏马。
They go clean the road, and the detectors
4名作业手边跑
will start their job.
雷管导线，准备连接电雷管，对水雷进
So
行
right
启
now
动。
they're use the cables to connect the bombs.
这4枚漂浮物代表着4枚反坦克水雷。
So
一
that
般在战
four
场上使用电
marks
起爆的方法进行克
in
服。
yellow that represents the 4 bombs in the water. So we can see right now the detectors where the 4 troops need to use the cable to connect all of them and also to
距离
detonate these bombs.
好的，线路连接完毕，所有人员撤回至装甲车
So
后。
they
准备
finish connecting all these yellow marks and they will all back to the vehicles. And we can see very nice 4 bombs detonated.
台上乌兹别克斯坦的观赛官兵是如此的热情，让我们面对面对
Here is also the brothers from Team Uzbekistan. They cheer up for their team.
现在距离比赛开始仅过去2分钟，我们乌兹别克斯坦队的发挥非常
Right now
的
they only
稳定
use 2 minutes.
可以看到队员已经
We
在
can
进
tell
行
right now
最
Team
后的动作表示
Uzbekistan have had a very steady progress
标示完毕。
and they right now making the marks. All right.
为什么每支参赛队在前滩侦察时都有如此迅速的作业？那是因为在这短短的装甲车
So we can tell that every team
在这
actually
短短100米
are
的
finishing
装甲车
these
行驶
sections in a very
队员们
fast
已在
speed.
车内对分工进行了详细的安排。
So within the first 100 meter, actually the team already had a plan
直接
for the first obstacle, so they know exactly the role and the responsibilities. So each troop
最后一
with their man size.
车重新出发。
Right, we can see all the specs of and the vehicles, the journey.
的路上混合雷场。可以看到乌兹别克后
With the back down in the water, so leave encountered difficulties. So I believe it's a free mode.
如果是部长
So the engine shut down. Rules of the games if the vehicle mechanical that the team noticed to the chief referee. We can see right now at the right top, see the time. But if they give the notice to the time, with all these, we want to make sure the national is held on a basis of fairness.
趁这间，斯坦这个国家，这是名的处历史上与中
Officially a no one's the history, one of the country of the annual world and a producer, the exporter. The chief judge gave order to stop. So I believe when they're very busy, the problem will leave. About the relations between the and all of corporations the non-resource area. 2011, at the investment that was back at the $4 billion. All right, we can see the vehicle. And the next obstacle, and this mission is minefield detecting. The time detectors right now throwing the anchors. See the stand behind the blinded. So we can see each teams use different ways to detonate the bombs. We can see right now Team Uzbekistan have very performance. They already detonated bombs. And as we mentioned, all the equipment actually sponsored provided China. Team Uzbekistan only have very short time to do adaptive training, so quite common for them to encounter some mechanical issues or difficulties. All right, we can see the 4 detectors start the mining jobs, the about the demining jobs. So there are already 8 bombs in this area. So you can see they stand in a diamond shape, and they found one mine, and they start to mark it with the rod.
After they detect the mine, they have to report to the commander. Commander will identify the mine and make a mark. From the footage, you can see for each one of the mine detector, they will cover the area in an overlapping manner. What is the reason behind them? We have to consider the size of the mining field. That is the reason why they adopt a diamond shape of formation for the mine clearance. In this way, they can make sure that every one of the mine will be detected. Just like we are cleaning the floor. We have to overlap for the whole job in order to ensure a tidy and clean road. That is why we have an overlapping area for the mine clearance, to ensure all the minefield is covered by the detection. During the mine detecting, there may be some factors that affect the performance. And from time to time, the mine detectors will encounter some difficulties. They cannot just do a linear detection. That's why we put a diamond shape of the formation. There's another job for the commander. If the first detector are not fully covered the area, and the commander will issue a notice or instruction, so the other mine detector will cover the area that was being missed by the first detector. Now we can see the team Uzbekistan, they're very cautious in the detection job. Alright, we can see one of the members is about to arrive at the border of the minefield. He will finish his job pretty soon. We all know when the mine is covered by the ground, it is very dangerous. That's why every member needs to pay close attention in order to capture each one of the mine. The coverage should be overlapping with each other, and also this member can control the speed in order to accurately detect the mine. Alright, you can see two soldiers have completed their work in the mine clearance. The last member has completed his job. They're very fast. Now they're trying to detonate the mines. All the members have returned to the vehicle. Dear viewers and audience, just a big applause to Uzbekistan's team. Let's give them our warmest applause and support. Now they have marked the road. Task completed, and all the members will return to the fighting vehicle. Now we can see the sound of the armored fighting vehicle. Next is a test for the drivers. Let's take a look. Now the fighting vehicle restarted again. First they will pass the mixed minefield. And they will pass 4 obstacles. First, they will pass the restricted areas, and the restricted width is 4.5 meters. There's limited vision for the driver because there's only a very small window for them to observe the road. So it is a big challenge for the drivers to pass all of these obstacles. Now they are passing the second, the right angle turns. So when the fighting vehicle passing the turns, they have a very nice drift. Now the vehicle is driving in full speed. Yes, in this area, they have to control the speed. If they're driving really fast, probably it will not passing in a straight line. That's why the driver need to pay attention to the speed.
而且在突破竞速路段之后，要急速的减速换挡，并随即通过。
After it passed the racing vehicle, and they have to slow down the speed in order to pass the next obstacle. Alright, another nice turn. Another minor mistake. Alright, it climbed up to the soil ridge. It will arrive at the Troidway Bridge pretty soon. And these two obstacles are actually close to each other. So the driver needs to control the speed and the directions. Well done. For the Troidway Bridge, it is commonly seen in the real-time battlefield as well as the training field. So, Chinese team and the other teams, they all have this item for the training. Now, Uzbekistan has entered into the last stage of this section. 50 meters, 30 meters, 20, 10. Well done. Uzbekistan has arrived the finishing line. The third group of contests has been completed. Now let's wait for the fourth team. Even though there are minor mistakes for Uzbekistan team, but still they have delivered a very decent results. And all of these members from the Uzbekistan are elites. Again, give our biggest and warmest applause to Uzbekistan team.
平战崩，秦虎帐，反袭扰。一次现代陆军工程兵超越极限的大排队，一场舍我其谁为胜利打开公途的大比拼。国际军事比赛安全路线为您精彩呈现。